Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the main arena here at Penn State Fayette campus in Uniontown, Pennsylvania for the Men's Division II Championship of the USCAA. Welcome you to the USCAA Basketball Network. Gary Frankhauser along with Tony Hanula to bring you this action for the Division II Championship between Penn State Wilkes-Barre Lions and the Jones & Wales Wildcats. Tony, this is going to be an exciting game. These both teams are very athletic. They like to push it up and down the court. They like to shoot the three, and it's going to be interesting to see how things work out here this evening. Wilkes-Barre coming in from the bottom part of the bracket as the 3 seed with a win over New Hampshire Technical Institute and Vermont Tech, 70-68 in that first game, a close one, and 80-74 in the second game. And in the top bracket, Johnson & Wales kind of a surprise, a 5 seed, winning against Southern Maine 81-71, and then beating Penn State York, the winner of the PSUAC this year, 77-65 to get to this final action here tonight.
Right, and I can tell you this Johnson & Wales team, I saw them Sunday night. They like to shoot a lot of threes, Gary. They average 30 threes a game. They take 30 threes, and they average 10 makes per game. I think the big deal for this game is going to be whether Johnson & Wales can rebound with Penn State Wilkes-Barre.
And Wilkes-Barre, I'm sure, has scouted Johnson & Wales throughout this tournament, and they'll have to play some very strong perimeter defense, and that may open up some things inside. It's just going to be a matter of whether Johnson & Wales can recognize that and Penn State Wilkes-Barre can get up and down the court with them and score with them. So both teams high scoring, and we're interested to see how this athletic activity comes to play here this evening. The starters for Penn State Wilkes-Barre: number 10, Jaron Dawson-Johnson; number 12, William Pierce; number 2, Amir Biddle; number 24, Jordan Williams; and number 30, Kevin Silverberg. On the Johnson & Wales Wildcat side, number 1, Marley Poole; number 10, Kajan, I get that right, Madden McAfee; 11, Robert Hobson; number 12, P.J. Gill; number 15, Christian Cresswell. And we'll give you some more particulars on each of them throughout the evening. We'll turn things over now to the PA announcer here at the main arena at Penn State Fayette for the national anthem and the introduction of our starting lineups.
Our 11th year here at Penn State Fayette. Let's hear a round of applause for our championship participants, the Johnson & Wales University Charlotte Wildcats and Penn State Wilkes-Barre Lions. At this time, we ask if you're able to, please stand as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Oh, see, by the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we marched, were so gallantly streaming. And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Now our starting lineups. It also noted earlier in a couple of the games, Tony, it's really interesting to see where these players come from. All over the country, basically.
It is amazing, I'll tell you, just to recruit and get players to come. I mean, we saw a player in this first game with the Central Maine team that came from El Paso, Texas.
Yeah, and also one from
the Netherlands.
Yeah.
It's interesting to see where they come from is right.
Canary Islands.
That's right. Yeah.
Jerron Dawson Johnson, he's from George Washington High School in Philadelphia.
Carolina wearing number 11, Robert Hobson. A freshman guard from Virginia Beach, Virginia, wearing number 12, P.J. Gill.
P.J. Gill.
And a senior forward from Shelby, North Carolina, wearing number 15, Christian Cresswell.
Cresswell, Catawba Valley, Shelby, North Carolina.
Cats are led by head coach Dan Larkin and assistant coach.
Dan Larkin, their coach, they're 21-10, 9-0 in the East Metro Conference coming into this championship.
Wilkes-Barre. A senior forward from Arlington, Virginia, wearing number 2, Amir Biddle.
Amir Biddle out of Arlington, Virginia.
From Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, wearing number 10, Jerron Dawson Johnson.
Jerron Dawson Johnson from Philadelphia.
Forward from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, wearing number 12, William Pierce.
William Pierce from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania.
Center from Detroit, Michigan, wearing number 24, Jordan Williams.
There we go, all the way from Detroit, Michigan.
Junior guard from
The
Bronx,
Motor
New York,
City.
wearing number 30, Kevin Silverberg.
And from the Bronx, New York, Kevin Silverberg.
The Lions with the head coach leadership.
Silverberg, their main three-point shooter, Gary, made 55 threes on the year. You'll see him take his share here tonight. They set a lot of offense up for him to get open.
Now let him fly. Johnson and Wales wearing the royal blue uniforms, and Penn State Wilkes-Barre in the gray uniforms, right to left for Johnson Wales to start the first half. Here we go. Championship action for the USCAA Division II.
And I think we're going to see a very good game. Both of these teams pretty evenly matched. And I think we're going to see a lot of running as well.
And
Try to
even
jump out
at
early.
this level, it never ceases to amaze me, the talent.
There's a lot of talent on both of these teams.
Here we go. Tip controlled by Wilkes-Barre all the way back in the back court. That's number 30, Kevin Silverberg, and he hands off to the point guard, number 10. That's Jerron Dawson Johnson. Silverberg, left wing. Picking down low against a 2-3 zone to the hoop and score it. That's number 24, Jordan Williams, starting things off for the Lions of Wilkes-Barre.
They were able to get that ball down low pretty easily there, Garrett. I'm sure Johnson and Wells better tighten up that defense in the inside.
Man-to-man defense off glass and good. A runner that time by number 12, P.J. Gill. Just averages about 4.3 a game, and right off the bat shows his athletic ability. Silverberg looks for that high screen, pick and roll, and scored again for Jordan Williams. Fundamental basketball there, Tony. Pick and roll, work to perfection.
Yes, it is. Nice entry pass as well. Williams with the very easy layup. 2 in a row for him.
Hobson in the corner, long three on the way, off the rim, no good by Marley Poole. Wilkes-Barre back quickly, stolen away. Madden McAfee with the steal, and he's going to try to take it himself. He'll bring it back out and reset. High screens against a man-to-man defense for Wilkes-Barre. A lot of dribbling. Thought about the three. That time was Hobson. Back to Madden McAfee. Baseline drive, cut off there nicely by the Wilkes-Barre defense. 3 on the way, short off the front of the iron that time by Madden McAfee. Kajon Madden McAfee, the sophomore from Harrisonburg, Virginia. Now Wilkes-Barre with a 4-2 lead. Back on the offensive side. All kind of contact. That's going to be a bucket +1.
Wow, they counted that. Little continuation there.
Yeah, number 2 with the score, and that's Amir Biddle. Foul called on
P.J. Gill.
P.J. Gill, that's his first, team first here in the first half.
I don't think Gill was too happy about that call either, but I'm kind of surprised that they didn't call it on the floor, but they gave Biddle the 2 anyway.
Well, the theory there being he gathered the ball in an attempt to shoot, and therefore it is a shooting foul. Misses on the foul shot, though. Rebound offensively or defensively for Wilkes-Barre. To the hoop again. Score it for Biddle. His 4 early points.
See, that's the point we tried to make, Gary.
We did. Long 3 again off the mark. So you live by the 3 and die by the 3. So far, no success for Johnson and Wales.
Well, and the thing of it is, they're being out-rebounded. The margin of rebounds -2, where Wilkes-Barre is +9. So that's the difference. They got to try to get a little board action here, get some putback shots of their own.
Stolen away. Good defense there. Position defense by the Wilkes-Barre. That was Biddle, too, and he'll take it to the hoop again. Biddle on fire here early.
He's on fire, but the thing of it is he's on fire from 5 feet.
That's all layups.
Everything was a layup, so nice job by Biddle to get to the basket each time.
On fire with intensity. On the left, Marley Poole now. He'll try to the 3, and nothing but 3-point attempts so far for Johnson and Wales.
And that's what we said. They average 30 shots a game from behind the arc.
No offensive rebounds.
Yeah, there's nobody under the boards. That's going to be a huge deal here tonight.
3 on the way, no good that time. That was Dawson Johnson, but another offensive rebound for Wilkes-Barre. They'll reset, new shot clock.
Yeah, and I think you're going to be surprised, too, at how much the shot clock actually gets under 10, even with both of these teams. Both of them average around 80 points a game, but it's surprising how many times it gets down to 10.
3 on the way, did not draw iron that time for Williams. Quickly back come the Wildcats. 3 on the way again, no good. This time by Madden McAfee. And so far, without seeing the statistics, I'm saying 0 for 5 from 3-point range.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know it's an over.
Silverberg, good ball fake. Tried to go baseline, cut off nicely. That could be an offensive foul, and it is. Just put his shoulder down and drove it into the defender. The defender does not have to give ground in that situation. The foul called there on number 12. That's William Pierce, his team first. Good defense that time by P.J. Gill.
Yeah, and you were right there. Pierce just dropped that shoulder, tried to create his own space. Got called for the offensive foul. That's his team first.
Outside again, 3 on the way, no good. Another offensive rebound, defensive rebound. No one inside there for the Wildcats.
And Hobson, normally a pretty reliable 3-point shooter. He led the USCAA in percentage this year in 3-point shots.
Yeah, you got to shoot your way out of it, I guess. If you're a shooter, you just got to keep letting them fly, and eventually you'll start hitting a few.
That's it.
Turnover there by Wilkes-Barre gives it back to Johnson and Wales with a 10-2 advantage for Penn State Wilkes-Barre. Good ball move that time, and reverse score it. Christian Cresswell with the bucket for the Wildcats. Makes it 10-4. Under 15 minutes to go in the first half. Power move in, but blocked away nicely there by Cresswell. So he scores on one end and rejects the shot on the other end. This will be a media timeout with 14:53 to go here in the first half. And Tony, we talked about in the pregame the 3-point shooting by Johnson and Wales, and they certainly came out firing, but no success as of yet.
Well, they're pretty streaky though, Gary. We saw the other night where Hobson made 6 and Madden McAfee made 5 in their game against Penn State York. So it's one of those things. It's either feast or famine for them, but I can tell you that Hobson's a pretty streaky shooter, and once he gets lit up a little bit, he's ready to go. So I can see them closing the gap pretty quickly if they can knock down a couple threes.
I'll take this opportunity to pay some homage to some of our sponsors. Northwest Design, Inc. Northwest Design, Inc. is the official merchandiser of the national championship here at Penn State. They provide an outstanding selection of apparel that is fully customizable. That's a tough word. Don't miss out on the memory of the 2019 Basketball National Championships. To purchase your official 2019 USCAA National Basketball Championship merchandise from Northwest Designs, Inc., visit their booth here at the Community Center located near the food court. While you're here, or go online to order with Northwest Designs, Inc. And East Bay Rawlings. Rawlings is the official basketball of the USCAA and the 2019 USCAA National Basketball Championship. Visit rawlings.com for a wide variety of baseball equipment and gear and basketball equipment. Also, East Bay is a proud partner of the USCAA. Visit eastbay.com for your sporting good needs. Here we go. Wilkes-Barre with possession. Out of the timeout. On top there with the ball handling, Jerron Dawson-Johnson. Now, they try to get it inside, and I think that's been the strategy for Wilkes-Barre, but they'll take a 12-foot jumper there in and out, fighting for the rebound. Got it, but now we're going to have a foul called.
Yeah, I think they're going to call Hobson for the grab on the underneath there, in which they did. That's Hobson's first foul. Pretty nice block there by Cresswell, but
up top, yeah, he thought the foul was going to be on him, but it was on Hobson, so his first, and it'll be a two-shot opportunity for Jordan Williams. 77% free throw shooter. He has 4 already here this evening for Penn State Wilkes-Barre. First one on the way, no good, a little strong.
Yeah, and I think that's a key too. Once we get into the latter part of this game, you're going to need both of these teams to shoot well from the free throw line, but they're both around 66, 67%.
Levon Knight-Souls checking in for Wilkes-Barre. Second one in and out, no good. A lot of body contact on that rebound. Back comes Johnson and Wales. Just 4 points here, over 5 minutes in.
Well, as you mentioned, they just started out cold today. That's it.
And this man-to-man defense is providing some benefit to Penn State Wilkes-Barre. They take it to the hoop, swat it away inside that time. Two-handed block by Levon Knight-Souls, the 6'6" sophomore guard, hometown product of Wilkes-Barre, Myers High School.
And he got up. He was perfect timing for him. Nice block there by Souls.
Good stop-and-go move there by Madden McAfee. 3 on the way again. No good that time by Cresswell.
Well, he had to throw it up. Shot clock was expiring. He had to get the shot up no matter what.
Man-to-man defense now by Johnson and Wales. Silverberg backs it out now, gets it inside, and they're going to work inside as much as they can, but unable to finish that time was Jordan Williams. A runner one-hander, floater won't go that time, but again by Hobson. The lid on the hoop right now for the Wildcats.
Getting ready to check in is Jackson Baylark, the 6'4" freshman forward from Marietta, Georgia. He gave him a spark in their first game here. Hoping he can do the same thing here. Coach Larkin's trying to change some strategy.
Silverberg with the runner, but nice weak side rebound and finish there by Souls.
Yeah, right.
12 to 4. I'm sorry, Tony.
No, you're fine. Right now, Wilkes-Barre just beating Johnson and Wales to every rebound, Gary.
Baseline and tough shot there by Marley Poole. Finally gets on the scoreboard for him. He's averaging close to 15 a game, his first 2.
Now, the nice thing is Poole, he can play both inside and outside. He's got a nice all-around game.
Dawson Johnson swing it all the way around to Silverberg. Again inside. They're going to get it in there as much as possible, and Williams providing benefits.
Well, you can't blame him. He's just using his size and strength. 6'9", he's just got a size advantage over everybody on the Johnson Wells team.
They're a tough time matching up inside with him. Might have got away with a walk there, but got it up to the hoop was P.J. Gill. Unsuccessful, and another defensive rebound by Wilkes-Barre. They have to be out rebounding the Wildcats by a large margin here in the first half.
Oh, it's got to be double digits to single digits, I can assure you of that.
Silverberg with the left, got the roll. Kevin Silverberg, and there's going to be a timeout call by Johnson and Wales. They want to talk about it. Coach Dan Larkin, the head coach for Johnson and Wales, does not like what he's seeing right now with a 10-point advantage. Wilkes-Barre on top 16-6. And with that, we'll touch on a few more sponsors. Jack Monick Photography is the official photographer of the 2019 USCAA National Basketball Championship. Visit Jack's booth here at the Community Center during the tournament or visit the USCAA photo store following the championship at theuscaa.com and clicking on the banner ad for the photo store. Uniontown Hospital is the premier medical facility in our area here in Uniontown. The Uniontown Hospital supports the USCAA Basketball National Championship. Uniontown Hospital is located just minutes from Penn State Fayette campus and is available to help you with all of your medical needs. Out of the timeout, Johnson Wales looking for some offensive punch. A lot of one-on-one dribbling, high picks, and looking for that three-point. Stolen away. Back now. Quickly comes Wilkes-Barre, and there's going to be a foul at the hoop. Going to the hoop strong was Lavon Knight Souls, and he was fouled by number 1, Marley Poole, his first, team third.
I think actually Knight Souls was pretty lucky there. He lost control of that ball. He was fortunate not to lose it, and secondly, fortunate that Poole fouled him.
A little strange foul shooting. He's about 5 feet behind the foul line.
He's taking,
but it's good.
He's almost taking a three-pointer, and they're giving it to him from 15 feet rather than 19.9.
Whatever works.
That's it.
Yeah, he doesn't like that 15-footer. He likes the 18-footer.
I was going to say.
Three on the way. No good that time by Poole. Another defensive rebound, this time by David Rogers, who just checked in.
And both teams use a lot of bench. You're going to see 8, 9, possibly 10 players play by both teams here tonight.
A lot of picking and rolling on this offensive powered, and wow. Nice body control that time by Souls. He checks in with 6 points here in the first half.
That was a sweet move underneath, just reversed it so it wasn't blocked on the other side.
Almost a turnover there. Trying to decipher this Wilkes-Barre defense. Wildcats unsuccessful. Oh, good baseline drive, but didn't finish. Kind of thought he was going to get fouled or a block there. Poole did not finish at the hoop.
Yeah, and the thing of it was, they had to run because the shot clock was down. It was under 10. And we said, I did the Johnson Wells Southern Maine game the other night. I couldn't believe how many times the shot clock went under 10 for two teams that score in the 80s.
Souls is dominating now inside. Souls and Williams providing the majority of the offense for Wilkes-Barre.
Well,
it's getting a little bit out of hand here, Tony. 22-6.
Well, getting out of hand, but we saw Johnson and Wells come back the other day against Penn State York. They were down 7 at half. Had a fantastic second half, outscoring York 49-30. So maybe they just need to get loose a little bit, Gare.
Well, we certainly want to see a competitive game, as that foul was called on Kevin Silverberg, his first. Just the second team foul on Wilkes-Barre, and we're under 10 minutes to go here in the first half. Media timeout. 22-6, 9:54 to go here in the first half. And the USCAA would like to thank the Penn State Fayette Chamber of Commerce, Laurel Highlands Visitors Bureau, Penn Economic Development Council, Seven Springs Mountain Resort, the Herald Standard, Specialty Conduit Manufacturing, WMBS, and Penn State Fayette for hosting the 2019 USCAA National Basketball Championship. Without these partners, the event would not be possible. And this is a growing event here in our area, Tony, and it's been received very nicely by the fans of basketball in the area and the businesses that support this national championship each year.
Well, and I think all the teams have an enjoyable time as well, Gary. They're treated well, get to see a little bit of southwestern Pennsylvania, and I think they really enjoy the facility here at the Penn State Fayette campus. I mean, this gym here is beautiful, and I'm not so sure too many players like this have played in a facility like this. I mean, it's just fabulous, and I know I've heard a lot of remarks throughout the week. I think everybody's enjoying it, and I'm sure every team wants to come back as well.
A lot to do up at Seven Springs, too.
Yes, sir.
B.J. Gill controlling out front for the Wildcats. Drops it off to Hobson. Lost the handle momentarily. He'll step back and shoot a 2. Still can't find the range. Pulled down there by Souls. Wilkes-Barre with the run out. To the hoop. Swatted away that time and saved inside. Nice play there. That's going to be a foul called. Swatted away initially by, I think, number 23, Jackson Baylark, who just checked in, and saved in to play by number 11.
That was Hobson.
Hobson.
Saved it, yeah. Saved it through his legs.
Right, and a foul called. Try to see who that foul was called on.
They called that on number 15, which would have been David Rogers.
His first, team third.
Right.
Nice baseline drive this time. Still no finish, but gets his own rebound and puts it back. That's Malik Bullock. 6-foot junior guard from Raleigh, North Carolina.
Bullock did a nice job following his own shot there. He went strong to the basket, but had 2 Wilkes-Barre defenders to beat. Way to follow up your own shot.
Stop and jump and had it knocked away, so no travel call. Good long 3 on the way at the end of the shot clock there, that time by Khalil White.
I think White could have taken a little time. There was still 8 seconds on the shot clock.
Has a lot of body contact there, and I think on the drive, Hobson will be fouled by number 2, and that is Amir Biddle. That's his first, team 4th.
We're going to have Jerron Dawson-Johnson check back in, as well as Jordan Williams. Rogers to take a seat, and Silverberg to take a little breather here as well for Penn State Wilkes-Barre.
Souls and Williams in the game at the same time. That looks strong. Bank shot from deep, that time by Zirion Wilkins. So Coach Larkin trying to find a hot hand.
Coach Larkin's trying to find a defensive matchup for this Wilkes-Barre team right now.
And just a spin move inside, and Williams connects again. 8 points for Williams. Too much body contact on the drive that time. That's going to be on Jerron Dawson-Johnson. His first, team 5th.
Yeah, he was kind of riding P.J. Gill as he went to the basket. And it's amazing they're playing a man-to-man defense. Johnson and Wales spreading the offense, but they just can't get any easy buckets.
To the hoop again, just not high enough off the board that time by Bullock. 24-8, 7:56 to go. Foul called on the play, and that's going to be on number 3, Bullock.
Yeah, Bullock, he didn't think he fouled, but I think he kind of got the reach there, kind of grabbed a little bit. Got called for his first foul.
Team 4th.
They're going to make Hobson tuck his shirt in first.
Triggering in, Biddle. Hands off to Dawson-Johnson now. Swinging it way out on top. Williams, unfamiliar territory that far from the hoop. All kind of contact. That's going to be a blocking foul. Going to the hoop was Biddle, and a foul called there.
That's going to be on Gill. That's going to be his second. That could be a big foul. Gill, pretty much he and Madden McAfee carried this Johnson and Wales team the other day against York. Came off the halftime break. Madden McAfee scored 18 of his 23 in the second half, and Gill scored 11 of his 14 in the second half as they outscored York 49-30 for the big win yesterday.
Biddle successful on the first foul shot, a 63% free throw shooter.
Well, and so far, we've yet to see Johnson and Wales go to the line.
Second one good, so basically 3 players for Wilkes-Barre carrying the scoring load. Silverberg with a deuce, but other than him, it's been Biddles, Souls, and Williams with all the points.
And it's funny, too, because they've played 8 or 9 players, Gary, which is interesting, but they're relying on the big fellas underneath is what's happening.
Good weak side look, but too strong, knocked away. Back comes Wilkes-Barre with the run out. Off glass, no good, but Souls with the rebound. He traveled.
Yeah, Souls actually probably should have just taken that ball straight up for the layup. I don't know why he tried to come back out with it.
Once he had the rebound, I guess he didn't realize no one was on him.
Yeah, and he should have just taken it strong to the basket, just put it back up. But for some reason, he tried to dribble back out of the pack. He got called for the travel.
26-8. Johnson Wales trying to answer. Still nothing from three-point range. Bodies on the floor, and Johnson Wales comes away with the loose ball. Foul line jumper, got it. Finally scoring, that was number 3, Malik Bullock. He has 4. 26-10. Clock now running at 6:45 to go. Inside again, power move to the hoop, the big boy, Jordan Williams. 10 first half points for Williams, all at point blank range.
Yeah, I don't know why you'd put him out front, that's for sure.
Nice driving shot there by Marley Poole.
Coach Larkin going to put Cresswell back in, trying to put some more size back underneath to stop Williams. He's just dominating underneath and getting a whole lot of easy shots.
Need a drop down double team when he gets the ball, so he has to kick it back out at least. 3 on the way and score it, but it wouldn't matter. Jaron Dawson Johnson with his first 3.
Well, the thing of it is, I'm kind of surprised Johnson and Wells doesn't go to his zone defense and try to make Wilkes-Barre beat you from the outside.
You're right, Tony. Another 3 missed, and the breakout 2-on-1. Souls with the Euro step and the score from the reverse.
He's giving them fantastic minutes off the bench. He's got 10 points.
Wow, I saw an elbow fly, and that's going to be the call, and that's going to be on number 3, Malik Bullock, his second. Elbow to the chin.
Well, you don't need that kind of action. That's his second foul. He's coming off the bench.
And they're also eliminated an opportunity at the hoop.
Well, they can't afford that. Down 21 already. We've got 5:30 to go here in the first half. They need to find some type of offense or some type of defensive stops.
Give Wilkes-Barre credit for good strategy so far, taking it inside. And here's Souls has it knocked, and they're going to call a foul.
I got a feeling they're probably going to call it on Cresswell on the reach, and they are. Cresswell just kind of reached across there.
And it's going to be team 7th, so bonus time for Penn State Wilkes-Barre. At the line, Levon Knight Souls, just a 54% free throw shooter, but he's 2 for 2 so far here this evening, and he likes that 18-footer.
Yes, he does. I don't know. Maybe get a point and a half for being that far back.
I'm sure you don't teach that, but maybe when he was young, he always went over the line.
That could be, with that little jumper. Tell you what, though, he got nice form from the line.
Does.
It doesn't look like a 54% free throw shooter, that's for sure.
Lead now out to 23. Fade away off glass, no good. An offensive rebound and put back and score it.
Wow.
Loris Lawson off the bench, 6'6" junior forward from Raleigh, North Carolina, averaging just 1.6 per game, but he's over that already. 2 points and a chance for a 3-point play.
Yeah, but you said something that I don't think we've heard. It's almost like a Bigfoot sighting. Johnson and Wells with an offensive rebound. I'm sure that's the first one here tonight.
And they get another one, but lose it.
Yeah, they've got to find a way to hit the boards, actually to stop the inside action on offense and then try to get some boards. Oh, man.
That was almost an illegal screen, I think, but they're going to call a defensive foul. Screening inside, Jordan Williams kind of turned his hip and allowed for the driving lane.
I'm with you. I think that should have been a foul on Williams.
And I think that's what they're talking about.
Well, you know what? I don't know if they're talking about intentional or what. That's not a flagrant foul.
Wow.
I disagree with that. So I mean, you can say that, but he's trying to fight through that screen, and it's an illegal screen at that.
So that's number 25, Lawson, his first, and a flagrant foul is going to be an opportunity for Wilkes-Barre at the line, and that'll be immediate timeout before we shoot these foul shots. With 4:58 to go, we're under 5 minutes. And let's take a look at the sponsors. Try to get through these so that we are sure we give the proper due to each one of our sponsors. Fayette Waste is a family-owned business that has been providing a professional, courteous, and reliable service to their customers for over 35 years. That's older than you, Tone. Every day, Fayette Waste strives to maintain this excellence of service for their loyal customers and appreciates their continued patronage. Fayette Waste. Henry and Stewart Audiology. Henry and Stewart Audiology is family-owned and has been operating since 1978. That's when you graduated. Today, over 30 years later, Henry and Stewart Audiology continues the tradition of professional, friendly service. Henry and Stewart Audiology offers exceptional service at 3 convenient locations in the Pittsburgh area: Uniontown, Carmichael's, and Connellsville. That's Henry and Stewart Audiology. Cintas uniforms, you see those everywhere. Whether you're in a small business owner or a large corporation, Cintas can tailor a uniform rental program to fit your budget and needs. Cintas delivers comfortable and professional-looking uniforms and apparel to provide your employees their daily workday needs. Cintas uniforms. At the line, after that flagrant foul call, will be number 2, Amir Biddle, with a 35-14 Wilkes-Barre lead over Johnson and Wales. Be a 2-shot opportunity for Biddle. Hits the first, making him 3 for 3 at the line. Second one on the way, plus the possession.
Yeah, this could be a huge trip right here for Penn State Wilkes-Barre. I mean, already up 22, less than 5 to go here in this first half.
Too strong on that one.
Yeah, but they're going to get another chance at it. They're going to get to take the ball out underneath their own basket.
At the point of the foul.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I was in agreement with you, Gary. I thought Williams was moving, and I thought that Lawson just tried to fight his way through it.
Out on top now, Biddle will control. Man-to-man defense by Johnson and Wales. As you said, they may need to change up a little bit. That's got to be an offensive foul. Nothing called. Wow. He stood his ground. Give him credit. That was Lawson again.
Yeah. Did a nice job on defense there.
Pulley to the hoop. Scoop. Got it. Wow. That's what we're talking about, the athletes at this level, Tony. That was just an unbelievable body control display.
Well, as we mentioned, Marley Poole, he can play inside and out. I think at this point in time, the Johnson and Wales is going to have to try to forego on the three-pointers and try to run some offense. I think they were able to get underneath and make some easy layups if they so choose.
No good on the foul shot. Who was that foul called on, Tony?
You know what? I did not see that, Gary. I'll check it out here.
Now inside, trying to get it inside to Williams.
They called that foul on Khalil White. That's his first. They're going to give this one to Lawson. This is his second. 6'6" junior forward.
Sent
Came
Williams
off the
to
bench.
the line.
And now he's going to take a seat with 2 fouls here, 4:25 to go.
Big man Williams, a 77% free throw shooter. He moves all the way up to the line. Imagine that. Got it.
Got a nice stroke, though. And you're right, the inside play of Williams and Knight Souls has really been the difference in his game. And Biddle slashing to the basket. There's all your points, really, for Wilkes-Barre.
2 for 2 on that trip. 38-16 with 4:20 to go here in the first half. Good jump defense there by the big man Williams. Get it inside with the left. No score. Offensive rebound. Nice bank shot there with the glass. Christian Cresswell now has 4. Johnson Wales now has to concentrate on keeping this thing at least somewhat manageable before the end of the first half. Maybe get a little bit of a run here in the last 4 minutes. That's close to an offensive foul there again. Inside to Williams. He'll fade away this time and score. Goes up strong sometimes, spin move sometimes, that time a fadeaway. To the hoop, no, can't score at that time was Poole, gets his own rebound. And give credit there to Marley Poole, the stick-to-itiveness. Allowed for 2 opportunities at the hoop and now a foul. And that's going to be on Williams, his first.
Yeah, and Poole did a nice job again following his own shot. Went to the basket strong. Actually thought he should have made that layup anyway, but couldn't get it to go, but followed up his own shot.
Got the shooter's roll on that foul shot. Give him 7.
Poole was 63% free throw shooter. He's the high man for Johnson and Wells here tonight so far.
With just 20 first half points, back to a 20-point game, 40-20. Tipped away momentarily there from Dawson Johnson, but he gets it back. This is Biddle. He looks to create. Souls too. He's going to take it to the hoop and almost finish that one, but unsuccessful. Off the glass, no good that time for Madden McAfee. Breakout for Wilkes-Barre. Another Euro step for the hoop and the foul. That's going to be Khalil White with the bucket.
Now he's in the books.
Foul called on.
No, they're gonna have to correct that. That's going to be on Baylark. That's not. Lawson is not in the game at this point in time, so it's going to be on 23, Baylark.
Yep, they're going to talk about it over here. Who's that foul on?
Yeah.
I think it was
they gave
15.
It on, they gave it on Cresswell. Okay. That's going to be Cresswell's
He was the only one back there defending, so.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know where they got 25, but. Yeah, and at this point in time, I mean, Wilkes-Barre beating Johnson and Wells back, beating him to the boards, and beating him to the lane and getting a whole lot of easy shots here this first half.
Checking in for Wilkes-Barre is Stevenson, Dominique Stevenson, a 6'2" junior guard from Rochester. Pass inside, back out now. Poole tried to take it to the hoop, nowhere to go with it, threw it off a Wilkes-Barre defender with 12 seconds to go here on the shot clock. Another opportunity for Johnson and Wales.
Yeah, I think Poole probably should have just slashed through the baseline there. He tried to throw it back out past the three-point lane. Should have just went up strong. Probably could have drawn another foul and sent himself back to the line.
Some preventative officiating there. Long three on the way, no good. Rebound pulled down by Williams. So Hobson just cannot find the range. Averaging 17.7 points per game. Has not hit the scoring column yet.
Yeah, and it's tough, and they rely on him for a lot of three-point shooting.
Williams has a green light from everywhere, it appears, and that's going to be out of bounds. We're going to give it back to Johnson Wales. Wow.
Ooh. They're going to say that was off Pierce, but
I'm not arguing, so.
No, nobody's arguing, but plus they got a 22-point lead, so I don't think they're going to argue just yet.
Ooh, that's going to be a block. Oh, offensive foul. Wow.
Wow.
Not sure I agree with that one either, but it's going to be an offensive foul called there on Hobson. His second.
Yeah, I don't know if Biddle kind of took a flop there, but Hobson, I mean, really didn't create too much of an advantage for himself, but he's going to get called for his second foul.
And I'm not sure that the defender had established defensive position.
No, I don't think so at all either.
This is White. He'll launch a long three. Off the rim, no good. Long rebound to Biddle. He can't finish. In there among the trees, coming out with it is Poole. Stop and pop. That's a tough shot when you're moving that quick to gather yourself and shoot a three-pointer. Minute 30 to go.
And actually, they had numbers. They had a 3-on-2 break there. I thought Poole should have just went through the lane, drawn the defense, and dumped it off for an easy layup.
There's Williams on the baseline, and he gets it in there. It's going to be tough to stop. Putting on a show, Jordan Williams here in the first half.
16 already. There's no answer for Williams underneath either.
Wilkes-Barre cheering on their defense. Hobson will let another one go. Finally, Robert Hobson for 3. Makes it 44-23, and we're under 45 seconds to go here in the first half. Timeout called with 44 seconds to go. Coach LaShawn Hammett for Penn State Wilkes-Barre calls a timeout, and why not? You lose them if you don't use them.
That's right. You might as well give your team a little breather, set up something, try to extend this lead in the last 44 seconds of the first half.
24 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Let's look at these sponsors one last time. Murray Auto Electric and Radio Communications offers full service auto, electrical, and communication repair. Founded in 1976, Murray Auto Electric and Radio Communications is a family-owned business with 2 locations to serve you, Delmont and Ford City, Pennsylvania. With a staff of ASE certified technicians, Murray Auto Electric can work on any electric issues in your vehicle. Murray Auto Electric can fix the wires and batteries in any vehicle, tractors, golf carts, motorbikes, and even snow plowing equipment. I wouldn't touch any of those electrical systems.
No, but I will say that if you need your snow blower or snow plows taken care of, you might have needed it this week here in tropical Fayette County.
Now with 18 seconds on the shot clock, 36 on the game clock, step back 3 on the way. I'm not sure that that's what was planned out of that timeout, but they got it back with a new shot clock. No, they didn't. No, did not reset. 3 on the way. Wow, that's a dagger. Score it for Dominic Stevenson. A 3-pointer to the hoop. Now we got a blocking foul on the baseline, and I believe that's going to be on Williams. If that is, it'll be his second.
Wow. I actually thought that foul was going to be on Khalil White underneath. Thought he kind of stepped out, but they're going to call that on Williams. And Williams going to sit down for the last 15.2 seconds. They're going to bring in number 21, Mata Brewa, 6'7" senior forward, Dover, Delaware.
It's a good move there by Coach Hammett to not allow Williams to pick up a 3rd foul here in the first half.
You can't afford that.
Foul shot good by Marley Poole. He's now 3 for 4 from the line.
Yeah, the leading scorer tonight so far for Johnson and Wales, 9 points.
Gets his own rebound again. Up to the hoop. Can't get it to go. Wow. 10 seconds to go. Held ball. That's going to be back to Johnson and Wales. With 10 seconds to go.
Yeah, possession arrow going the other way. Good hustle by Poole. He's trying to carry this team by himself.
No box out at the foul line by Wilkes-Barre. To the hoop, nowhere to go. Kick it back out to Hobson, and he'll hit 2 late threes by Robert Hobson. Cuts it to a 20-point lead, 47-27 at halftime. Penn State Wilkes-Barre on top of Johnson and Wales. We'll be back with halftime statistics here at the Penn State Fayette Campus main arena in Uniontown, Pennsylvania. The USCAA Basketball Network bringing you the Division II National Championship. Welcome back to the main arena here at Penn State Fayette campus, Uniontown, Pennsylvania, the USCAA Division II National Championship game between Penn State Wilkes-Barre and Johnson and Wales Wildcats. 47-27 is our halftime score, Tony, and the statistics do tell the story.
The statistics do tell a story, Gary. Early on, Penn State Wilkes-Barre 18 for 33 in that first half, shooting almost 55% from the field, compared to only 11 for 36 for Johnson and Wales at a 31% clip. Johnson and Wales only 2 for 15 in that first half, and those were both made by Robert Hobson towards the end of the first half.
Yeah, those were late threes.
Yeah, those were late. The only good thing about that is Hobson, as we mentioned, streaky shooter. If he can start hitting, it might be able to get back Johnson and Wales back into this game. But right now they're down 20. You know, a couple other glaring things we talked about it. We thought that the rebound discrepancy would be a whole lot more, but really Penn State Wilkes-Barre out-rebounding Johnson and Wales by 8, 27-19. But they had 19 defensive rebounds, 8 offensive rebounds, but
I don't know. I don't recall the 9 offensive rebounds on the Johnson and Wales side.
No, I don't either. I actually thought they might have put them on the wrong side, because I think at the very most, I think Johnson and Wales might have had 5 offensive rebounds in that first half, and that would have been by Poole, who had 4 of them. So I'm not so sure, but yeah. Turnover-wise, both teams pretty even, 6-5. Johnson and Wales with 1 more turnover, and Wilkes-Barre went to the line. They were 9 of 14, whereas Johnson and Wales only 3 of 6. So I think I wouldn't be surprised to see Johnson and Wales come out in the second half. I mean, grant you, they're going to play man-to-man defense. I think they might, if they drop back into a zone defense, might be a little bit different, because Jordan Williams right now, he can do anything he wants underneath his basket. They have no way to stop him. And you got to figure, too, even with Biddle and Souls, you know, they're just having their way with Johnson and Wales underneath the hoop.
Looking at the scoring recap for Penn State Wilkes-Barre, Khalil White off the bench for 2, Dominique Stevenson a late 3, Jerron Dawson-Johnson a 3, Amir Biddle with 9, and Levon Knight-Souls comes off the bench for 12, including 4 for 4 from the line. Jordan Williams with 16 first half points, all from very close range, and Kevin Silverberg with 2. On that Johnson Wales Wildcats side, leading the way, Marley Poole with 9, Malik Bullock for 4, Robert Hobson, those 2 late threes for 6, P.J. Gill for 2, Christian Cresswell with 4, and Loris Lawson with 2. 47 in the first half for Penn State Wilkes-Barre, 27 for Johnson and Wales.
And like I said, we're just going to have to see the defensive intensity turned up. Now, grant you, they were down, Johnson and Wales were down 7 yesterday against Penn State. York outscored them by 19 in the second half, and that's what they're going to have to do here today in order to try to capture this USCAA national championship.
And we say this all the time, and you see it especially in Division I basketball. The beginning of the third or the second half, in this instance, is going to be crucial for both teams, really. From Johnson and Wales' standpoint, they have to come out and establish some intensity and get back into this game, maybe cut it to possibly 12 or 10 going into the second half of the second half. And from the Wilkes-Barre perspective, maintain their intensity to not allow that to occur.
If I was Wilkes-Barre, the only thing I would do is, if Johnson and Wales does not change their defense up, I'd continue to go with the game plan you started out with in the first half. I'd pound everything down low to Jordan Williams. And one thing, Gary, I mean, we saw this in the first game that we did today in the ladies championship. You had Central Maine leading by 19 over Villa Maria. And, you know, at the halftime stats, and next thing you know, Villa Maria actually cut that lead down to 7 at one point in time. I thought they were actually going to be able to take the lead.
That actually got it down to 5.
Yeah.
And it was as much as 21 at one point. So you're right. Anything can happen. And as you said, you've seen Johnson and Wales throughout this tournament turn it up a notch and start hitting those threes. And that's the benefit of the 3. As we said, you live by it and die by it. If they can get hot and start hitting some threes and even, you know, counter 3s with 2s, with Wilkes-Barre, they can get back into this game. So we're going to have this second half action here momentarily, about 3 minutes before the second half starts, and we're going to again honor some of our sponsors here. Medved's Pharmacy is a pharmacy located in Charleroi, Pennsylvania. Visit Medved's Pharmacy for all your pharmaceutical needs. Medved's Pharmacy in Charleroi, Pennsylvania. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County, local banking institution here in Fayette and Greene County, also Washington County, appreciates the relationship that has been built with so many people and businesses within their communities and looks forward to many more years of providing personalized service and modern banking products. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County provides a high level of commitment to their customers and neighborhoods. Please visit one of their area locations for all of your banking needs. And additionally, Community Bank is another local bank here that's been around for over 100 years. Community Bank has been personally involved in their community. Business owners, nonprofit groups, government agencies, school administrations, individual personal accounts, all your mortgage needs, and everything necessary for their friends and neighbors. By taking the time to get to know you, your neighbors at Community Bank are better able to serve your needs. The Barton Flower Shop of Uniontown has been providing flowers and arrangements for every occasion for many years here in the area. Their work is top rate. Prices are extremely competitive. You will not find better arrangements and better prices for every type of event you could think of. Barton Flower Shop for your floral needs. And lastly, Ford of Uniontown. Ford of Uniontown treats their customers with individual care and paramount concern. The Ford of Uniontown knows that you have a high expectation when buying a vehicle, and as a car dealer, they enjoy the challenge of meeting and exceeding those standards each and every time a customer comes into Ford of Uniontown. Allow Ford of Uniontown to demonstrate their commitment to excellence here in Fayette County, Pennsylvania. Ready for second half action, and it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out, Tony. We'll look for some higher intensity from the Johnson & Wales Wildcats, try to force some turnovers, maybe extend the defense a little bit. Might result in the opportunity for them to create said turnovers and get some easy hoops on their own side of the basketball court.
Well, they're definitely going to need some stops, there's no doubt. I mean, being down 20, but as I mentioned, I mean, I'm sure that this is a team that's not extremely frequently playing any type of zone defense. You know, they're big, they're rangy, their speed, I'm sure they play man-to-man in most cases. So I think to go to the zone, I think it would probably be a little uncomfortable for them, but it might be something that they need to do here in this second half. We'll see coming out. But it looks like they're still in man.
But they are going to extend it out.
Yes.
Maybe pick up full court. Almost a travel to begin things. Controlling there, Jerron Dawson-Johnson being harassed by P.J. Gill. He'll get it to the hoop, though, with a floater off the hoop. No good. Gets his own rebound, and again almost got away with a walk. But coming out of the pack now is K-John Madden McAfee, and he hands it off to Hobson. So Madden McAfee with the assist to Hobson. Quick 2 points for Johnson & Wales.
Yeah, and you can feel. I mean, I don't know what Coach Larkin told him at halftime, but whatever he told him, they came out with extreme intensity here in this second half.
He's yelling at him from the bench. All three-pointer on the way, and Silverberg quiets things with a three from the corner.
Yeah, that's his 56th made three of the year.
Nice move to the hoop with the left. Unable to finish, though, was P.J. Gill. Got himself to the rack, but could not put it to sleep.
No. And he had it, too. Easy layup, and you can't miss those being down 21 here. 21 right now.
A lot of movement inside. There's a lot of contact on that drive to the hoop. That's going to be a blocking foul, I believe, on Poole. It is. That's going to be his second. First team foul of the half against Johnson & Wales. Aggressive drive to the hoop there by Amir Biddle.
And you can see Johnson & Wales turned up the defense, but you can see Wilkes-Barre, too. They're just trying to run clock. That shot clock was down under 10 at that trip.
Offensive board put back. Can't get it to go. Now we got a foul called. On the boards there for Penn State, Wilkes-Barre was William Pierce.
They're going to call it on Cresswell. Wow.
That's
I actually thought William Pierce was over the back, but they saw it differently. So that's going to be the third foul on Cresswell.
not a shooting foul, so out of bounds back to Penn State, Wilkes-Barre. Silverberg with the move. Finds Williams at the foul line. That's going to be a foul. Wow.
Ooh, that's going to be on Poole.
Madden McAfee.
Oh, McAfee, okay. Well, that's his first, which is a good thing, but wow. I thought
they might even say he was shooting too.
Oh, my.
I'm not sure about that one, and he is.
Wow. Yeah, Poole's not too happy. He's got to be careful.
Coach Larkin not real happy either. Williams with his first points of the second half makes him 3 for 5 at the line.
Well, game high, team high, 17 for Williams.
Well, smooth at the line.
Jordan Williams.
6'9" senior forward from Detroit, Michigan. It's like he could play for Michigan.
No kidding. Not Michigan, Michigan State, that's for sure.
Yeah.
He's the kind of player they would like, I'm sure.
To the hoop, score it. Nice drive and finish that time by Kajon Madden McAfee. Give him 2 with a chance at the three-point play. Foul called on Silverberg. That's his second.
Yeah, team fouls. Not very many. Nobody in foul trouble for Wilkes-Barre. The only real person in foul trouble on the Johnson-Wales side is Cresswell.
McAfee no good on the foul shot, out of bounds off of Wilkes-Barre. It will be back to the Wildcats.
That's a fortunate break for them. They need as many points as they can get, missing that foul shot. Hopefully they can convert here, 2 or 3. There's a 2.
Fake the handoff, shoot the 2 by Cresswell. Another defensive rebound now by Wilkes-Barre. Good ball movement, or off the ball movement by the offense by Wilkes-Barre. Picking away, clearing the area, creating space for the drive and the dish. Kick out now for the 3. In and out, no good. Rebound pulled down again by Wilkes-Barre. That time Pierce. It's a steal away, but retrieved by Dawson Johnson.
Yeah, Hobson almost had a steal.
Clock down to 14. Johnson with the 3, and after all that mess, Dawson Johnson for 3. 2 threes for him in the contest. Good baseline drive again, all kind of contact. They're going to have a foul called now. Looks like it's going to be on Biddle.
Yeah, I think they're going to call Biddle. He tried to draw that charge, but he was inside that circle. I'm not so sure I like the circle.
The infamous restricted area.
Yeah, I'm not so sure I like that, but I mean, I thought he had pretty good position, but got called for the body, could not draw the charge, and it's going to send Madden McAfee back to the line. Knocks down the first one.
55-32, Penn State. Wilkes-Barre still on top by 23 as he misses the second. That's going to be out of bounds back to Johnson and Wales.
Yeah, they're getting their chances here, Gary. I mean, if they're going to cut into this lead at all, they've got to convert. Got to hit the free throws and got to make the easy baskets underneath.
Good play out of bounds, finishing with Marley Poole at the hoop. Beautifully conceived out of bounds play there by Johnson and Wales.
Yeah, Poole just worked off of that screen. Hobson at the top, great job.
Way out on top, Williams. Strong with the ball, Williams.
He is, and I'm sure Johnson and Wales wouldn't mind him staying out there outside the three-point arc.
He'll shoot the 3. Too strong. They'll let him have that as long as he wants to take it.
Yep.
Poole for three, got it. Poole carrying the load for Johnson and Wales, now with 14.
And Poole's the same type of shooter, Gary. We mentioned about Hobson, but if Poole gets hot, he had 5 made threes the other day against Southern Maine as well. Hobson had 6. You need that action here now in this second half.
We're down to 18. Now we got a foul in the lane. I believe that's going to be called on number 12, P.J. Gill, and that's his third.
He get called for the reach there. Now they're going to bring in the big fella back, Levon Knight-Souls. He's going to give Pierce a little breather. The Twin Towers underneath for Wilkes-Barre.
Got that right.
Here comes Gill. They're going to bring in Malik Bullock to replace him. Gill with 3 fouls. He's got to be careful.
Shot clock down to 10. Silverberg kicks it all the way out. 4 seconds on the clock. Long three, no good, and that's going to be saved in by Penn State Wilkes-Barre. Good look on the backside, and he's pounded in the foul. How did he get that to go? Good body control and finish there by Biddle. Really no way for the defender for Johnson Wales. That was Poole to stop his momentum and not foul.
Well, that was a great look on the other side, though.
So now Poole with 3 fouls.
Baylark going to check in. They're going to take Cresswell out, give him a little breather. Coach Larkin just trying to find the right mix, and it's just been a tough task here tonight. This Wilkes-Barre team came out, and they're firing on all cylinders.
Jackson Baylark, 6'4" freshman forward from Marietta, Georgia. Biddle finishes the three-point play. Gives him 12.
And as we said, McAfee had 18 of his 23 in the second half the other day.
Hobson with the step-back three, no good. Nice fight inside there by Poole. He's going to be out of bounds with the foul called.
He fell pretty hard. He might have caught his tailbone on the court, but
I believe that foul's on Williams.
yes, it is. That's his third. And maybe that's a strategy. Try to take it strong against him, get him in foul trouble. I'm not sure.
Not in the game. He can't make layups.
That's right. And they're gonna have David Rogers check in for Williams. They're gonna give him a breather. They surely don't want to see him pick up his 4th foul. There's 15 to go left in the second half.
Well, you trade 6'9" for 6'6". Rogers, a 6'6" senior forward from Perth, Amboy, New Jersey. Nice play again. Poole cannot finish. Wow. Right at the hoop. Just could not get it to go.
Yeah, that's tough. That's like giving points away there.
It's travel. Yep.
Definite. We're going to have Zerion Wilkins check in for Marley Poole. Poole's having a stellar game. He just couldn't get that to go. I think he got poked in the eye as well. I think that's why Coach Larkin took him out.
Yeah, you really don't want to worry about 3 fouls now, down by 21 still with 14:55 to go on a running clock here in the second half of the championship game. Good take and finish. That's number 3, Malik Bullock.
Yeah, that was a great drive and dish there, though, by Madden McAfee. Just drove the lane, draw all 3 defenders to him, dump it down in the lane, and great finish by Bullock. Nice play. Let's see if Silverberg might take another 3 here. Nice entry pass down to Biddle.
Good recovery there on defense by Bullock.
Ooh, near steal by McAfee.
Got to call those.
Late night banking.
Levon Knight-Souls with the 3 off glass from straight ahead.
Yeah.
He'll take it.
Yeah, he'll take it.
Runner no good short, and Souls with the rebound.
Souls, fantastic game off the bench.
Biddle, no need to take the 3 at this point. 60-39. Wilkes-Barre on top and in control.
He thought about it, though. There's no doubt about that.
Clock to 9. Spin move off glass, no good. Rebound to Bullock. Comes back trailing by 21.
It's Wilkins. He got pushed.
Yes, he did. He called the travel.
Wow. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
I'm not sure he would have walked if he didn't get bumped.
I'm in agreement with you.
Media timeout. Gary Frankhauser along with Tony Anula. Happy to bring you the USCAA basketball action here from Penn State Fayette campus in Uniontown, Pennsylvania. The Division II National Championship, and coming up after tonight, the Division I, both men's and women's action will be beginning here at Penn State Fayette. A lot of games on tap for tomorrow and all the way through the weekend to crown a Division I national champion in both categories. Sure, Tony will have a lot of games coming up here.
I'm on 4 games on Friday, Gary.
There you go.
In the men's division tomorrow, I don't have the women's bracket, but in the men's division, you got Bryant and Stratton Buffalo against Clinton College at 12 o'clock here on the first men's game, I should say. Stratford University, Bluefield State College at the 4 o'clock game. Oakwood University against University of Maine Fort Kent at 6. And Florida National, the number 1 seed, versus Bryant and Stratton Albany, the number 8 seed at 8 o'clock tomorrow night here in the main gym. So full slate of games.
Come on out to the main arena here at Penn State. You will see good basketball. That's guaranteed.
That's a given. We saw a good game this afternoon, that's for sure. Saw a lot of good games in this tournament.
Biddle to the hoop. Nice dish. Foul. And no bucket. So at the hoop was number 15, David Rogers. Nice dish by Biddle. Rogers couldn't finish, but that foul is called on.
That was on Wilkins. Yep. That's his first.
Team 5th.
And one thing,
6th, I'm sorry.
One thing that's a little surprise here, Gary, for the first time in 5 years, it's the first time that Berkeley College of New York is not in the championship. They were 4-time defending champions and got knocked out actually in the quarterfinal round by Penn State York.
Got a lane violation there on Wilkes-Barre, going in a little too early. Nullifies that shot. So did not get credit for a good foul shot there for David Rogers, but back now comes Johnson Wales to the hoop, knocked away that time by Rogers. Going high to swat that one off the glass.
Well, it didn't look like there was too much of a drop-off between him and Williams coming in there. Williams has been able to pretty much control the paint as well.
And Rogers is a senior.
And both he and Williams, seniors from Michigan.
Tough lineup to break into.
Yeah, no kidding.
Soles off glass, no good. That's going to be a foul going the other way.
They called a push on Biddle.
And that's going to be his third.
Yeah, he just kind of used that forearm to gain advantage to try to go for the rebound, gain position.
12:35 to go. Johnson Wales with just 12 second half points there so far. Same 13 for Wilkes-Barre, so action has very much slowed down offensively here in the second half. That ball's out of bounds back to Johnson and Wales.
Bullock's looking like he got scratched or something, but he's going to trigger it in underneath.
Hand back to the corner. You know he's going to launch that one.
Oh, yeah.
Hobson with the long three, short off the iron.
Well, he had space. He didn't have a defender on him for 5 feet, wide open at the top of the key.
They're going to need a bunch of those to get back in this one.
You're right. He's able to knock down 2 of them towards the end of the first half, but no such luck here in the second.
You also have to like from Wilkes-Barre and their offense, they make the easy pass. There's a nice behind-the-back pass from Souls to Rogers. But you don't see him try to make too many difficult passes there. Turnovers are at a minimum in the set offense. 3 on the way, no good that time by Wilkins. Fought for and corralled there by Baylark, but he gives it away. 2-on-1 to the hoop again, no good. Pulled down by Bullock. Bring it ahead, pass too far.
You know, he had numbers. He just should have taken his time. Probably would have got an easy layup out of that, but tried to do the head fake thing and the no-look pass. Just a little too far in front of Wilkins. That could be a costly turnover. They need the points, no doubt, Gary, down 23.
Poole checks back in for Johnson Wales along with number 33, Antonio Smith. First time we've seen him this evening, 6'7" junior forward from Covington, Virginia. West Georgia Tech High School.
And Dominique Stevenson checked in for Wilkes-Barre, the 6'2" junior guard from Rochester, New York. Near turnover. Souls, you going to take another one? Bank it in again? Nope. Good defense.
Yeah, good defense that time by Johnson and Wales. Here comes Poole. Try to do it himself. He'll drop it back. All kind of contact again, nothing called. There's a smack to the head. They finally had to call that one.
Sirion Wilkins, he's fearless. He's going to take the ball down the lane no matter what.
That foul's called on number 15, Rogers, his second.
Well, still a lot of fouls to give. As we mentioned, only Biddle with 3. I'm sorry, Jordan Williams with 3 as well on Wilkes-Barre side.
Zion off the mark, a 65% free throw shooter. As Biddle checks back in, and Rogers will take a break.
Yeah, well, Johnson and Wales only 4 for 10 from the line here tonight, make it 5 for 11. Giving up points at the line as well. Can't get the easy layups to go. Missing foul shots, just struggling here tonight, trying to get anything going.
Wilkes-Barre maintaining this 20 to 22 point lead throughout the second half with 10:16 to go, 62 to 40. Long 3 on the way, no good. And rebound pulled down there offensively by number 4, Dominique Stevenson. And I believe that will put them into the bonus.
Whoa, that's going to be huge.
Poole, yeah.
That's huge with 10:10 to go.
Yeah, you might as well leave him in now, though, down 22.
Yeah, they're going to have Madden McAfee check in for Poole.
Yeah, I'm not sure I agree with that. At this point, you need whatever offensive firepower you can come up with.
You know, and he's been their firepower. There's no doubt about that.
Stevenson at the line. 1-1, hits the first.
Stevenson only a 47% free throw shooter. Looked pretty good on that one. Poole checks out, as we said, the leading scorer for Johnson and Wales with 14 tonight. That one looked like a 47% free throw shooter.
Pulled it back.
Yeah.
All kind of, whoa, don't come in there against Souls and not expect to receive a rejection letter.
Yeah, he can pop. There's no doubt about that. Big fella.
Biddle will reset with 10 seconds on the shot clock. Got to travel.
Yeah, no doubt. Just kind of lost control. Trying to do a little too much.
I think catch myself, Tony, refereeing from up here, making the calls before the officials do. But that will be a media timeout under 10 minutes with 9:38 to go here in the second half. Penn State, Wilkes-Barre 63. Johnson & Wales Wildcats 40. Johnson & Wales coming up here from Charlotte, North Carolina. My daughter lives in the Charlotte area.
There you go. Didn't you go visit a few weeks ago?
I did. few wine tours down around Elkin, North Carolina.
Nice.
Beautiful, beautiful country down there. Enjoy that area every time we go down. And Penn State, Wilkes-Barre, up the Wilkes-Barre, Scranton area. Also a very historical area in Pennsylvania.
Well, they've had a fantastic year. They lost in the PSUAC championship game against Penn State York in overtime, 57-56. York able to get a tap in with 1.8 seconds to go. Wilkes-Barre 18-1 in conference play. Had a fantastic year, coming in overall at 24-5 on the season. And they're just continuing to extend this.
Right now having it in control, 63-40 with 9:38 remaining here in the second half of the championship game, national championship game in Division II of the USCAA basketball tournament. Good pass inside and finished by Antonio Smith.
Smith.
His first two.
Seldom used. Comes off the bench and gets in the book. And Wilkes-Barre just taking their time, running the shot clock down, game clock as well. No hurry, just get a good shot, and there's another one.
Tip back in that time to the hoop was Biddle.
And nice job by Biddle, following up that shot, that missed shot.
Got him for 13.
Yes. Madden McAfee looked to create here, dumps it down again.
And they give it to Smith, let him do it.
Well, hey, he's getting results off the bench. I'd keep it up.
Absolutely.
Feed him, he's hungry.
Can't trade hoops at this point, though, if you're Johnson and Wales.
They've got to look for some defensive stops, and they're trying, but just the back screens and the pick and rolls are working out quite well for Wilkes-Barre. He's going to have to shoot that anyway.
3 seconds on the shot clock. Long one on the way, no good. Hobson tried to rebound it, knocked off his own teammate and out of bounds. So with 3 seconds to go on the shot clock, they take the long three and now have a new 30.
Coach Larkin now trying to go with the bigs. He's got Hobson, Cresswell, and Smith underneath. Trying to create some size.
Yeah, got to bring Poole back here anytime soon, too.
Oh, yeah. He's been their offense, really. Near steal. Bullock is playing aggressive defense, almost got away with one.
Motion offense now against a man-to-man defense. Long three on the way, almost another bank in. That went off the mark by White. Back comes Johnson Wales. Long corner pass to the hoop. Thought about it being blocked and really affected his shot. Going to the hoop that time was P.J. Gill, and he looked at Souls across the way. Souls backed up, but it still affected the shot.
I would agree, and you're going to have Poole check back in along with Wilkins.
Get a foul on P.J. Gill. That's going to be his fourth.
Yeah, Gill just, I think that was a frustration foul there as well. The 6'4" freshman for Virginia Beach missed that bunny because Souls intimidated him underneath. I don't think he's too happy with himself right now.
And at the line is going to be Biddle. Trying to add to his total of 14 and does. No, it's not. I'm sorry, that's not Biddle. That's Stevenson, isn't it?
Yes.
So Stevenson will now have 5 points. Try to make it 6. Off the mark. Knocked away. Good hustle, and that's going to be a foul. Who's it going to be on? We're calling that on number 1, Khalil White. His second, team 6th.
Actually, hey, we're going to make a correction, Gary. That was actually Jaden Hampton who went to the line. We couldn't see. He's got the long dreads. We couldn't see his number, but he's number 3. So the 6-foot junior guard from Fayetteville, Arkansas.
Well, we'll have to get that back up in the right spot here then.
Yep, he's got his first point of the night.
Travel, nope, foul.
Wilkins, he's battling hard underneath there, just trying to establish position. He's going to draw a foul on number 20. That's going to be on Souls. That's his first.
Wow, aggressive player. Lavon Knight Souls just picking up his first foul. At the line, Zyron Wilkins.
Wilkins, no field goals yet tonight. 1 for 3 from the line. They're going to bring Jordan Williams back in. 7:01 to go. Take out Souls, take out Khalil White, put Silverberg and Williams back in for Wilkes-Barre. So for Johnson and Wales, Smith, Cresswell, Wilkins, Poole, and Hobson.
Wilkins 0 for 2 on that trip. Still trailing by 22, 66-44. Wilkes-Barre content to use clock. 6:49 to go. Should use the full 30 every time now.
I would agree. And the way they've been offensive rebounding, they're going to use 30 and get another rebound if they miss.
Now to the hoop and getting fouled. That time was Amir Biddle.
That's Cresswell's fourth. 6'6" senior forward.
So 3 players for Johnson and Wales with 4 fouls. Poole, Gill and Cresswell. And this will be Biddle with
we can see his number.
13. This is just his second. 4 for 6 at the line.
Yeah. Biddle with 14 though. Williams with 18. 2 leaders for Wilkes-Barre.
Trickles that one in.
Yeah, got the roll.
Hobson now looking to try to create. Nowhere to go. Good defense there by Biddle. Spin move. Nowhere to. With the finish off the bench, Antonio Smith providing a spark for Johnson and Wales. Bucket and the foul.
Smith coming in. That was a lovely entry pass there by Zerion Wilkins, though. Drew the defenders, went to the right side of the lane, drew the defenders, and just a little dump down pass there for Antonio Smith for the easy layup. Nice job by Zerion.
Foul called on Dominique Stevenson. Score it.
Hey.
Where was Smith in the first half?
No kidding. He's got 7 off the bench. Great job by Antonio. Down to closing in on 6 minutes to play.
20-point advantage, 67-47. A lot of dribbling out front. Not much penetration now for Wilkes-Barre. Look for that backdoor pass. Corner 3 on the way. Got it. Dominic Stevenson with 3.
Yeah, his second made 3 of the night.
Gives him 7. Poole stops and pops, no good. Now the run out again by Wilkes-Barre. Smartly pull it up, use some clock.
Yeah, very smart. Actually, Stevens had an easy chance for a layup, but smartly pulled it back out and ran a little more time off of the clock.
I think that's Jaden Hampton who did check in. That's that time.
Yeah, I think it is too.
That's 6-foot junior guard from Fayetteville, Arkansas. Makes his second free throw out of 3. Foul was called on Hobson.
Yeah, we've got Stevenson and Hampton and Biddle. So 2, 3, and 4 in your lineup, and they all have the long dreads. We're having a tough time seeing their numbers.
That's another completed foul shot for Hampton. He's 3 for 4 at the line. 3 on the way, counted for Kajon Madden McAfee. Gives him 6.
Yeah, all in the second half.
This is Stevenson. Hands off to Silverberg. Go into a kind of a weave offense here to use clock. Looking for that high screen. Good bounce pass. Biddle will finish.
Biddle, the senior from Arlington, he's having a strong game. Nice move.
Nice move with the dish, the scoop.
I think he took one across the head there. Madden McAfee, nice move. I think he took one in the eye or even on the nose.
I think that foul was called on Biddle. That's his 4th.
Now at this stage with 4:49 to go, not so sure that's a huge factor.
They're under 5 minutes. That's going to be immediate timeout. So with that timeout, 4:49 to go, Penn State Wilkes-Barre 74, Johnson and Wales 52. 22-point advantage, Penn State Wilkes-Barre in control throughout. It's going to be a monumental task for Johnson Wales to come back at this point. Time not their ally.
No, and they really just haven't shot well all night long. And as you said, Gary, we talked about it early on. They averaged 30 3-point tries a game, and they just, you're right, you live by the 3 and you die by the 3.
And they took 12 in the first half. I'm sorry. Yeah, 12, and they only made 2, as I recall.
Right. Right, and those were both by Hobson towards the end of the half.
And really, they haven't shot that many threes in the second half.
No.
Going more inside, but they've been trading hoops the entire second half with Wilkes-Barre.
Yeah, and it's pretty tough.
20-point halftime lead is now out to 22. McAfee hits. He's kind of come to life here in the second half.
Right. He's got 9.
This is Hampton. He will control out all the way out in the corner of the half court. Good stop and go. Can't get the runner to fall as Jackson Baylark with the rebound. And there's going to be a foul on the drive, and that's going to be, I believe, on Stevenson.
It is. He kind of threw a little hip check there as Madden McAfee was going to the basket. Stevenson rubbing his
second.
Yeah, he's rubbing his left knee there. Might have caught a little knee to knee.
It's going to be 1-1 now. So McAfee,
a 78% free throw shooter.
10 points here in the second half.
Similar to what he did the other day. We mentioned he scored 18 of his 23 against York in the second half, and now he's trying to do the same thing here against Wilkes-Barre. Keep his team in contention.
Whoa, almost a steal, and now that's going to be knocked out of bounds back to Wilkes-Barre. Wow.
Poole trying to plead his case. It wasn't off me.
Ball was just kind of in no man's land.
Yeah. Coach Larkin telling everybody guard their man.
He needs a uniform.
Yeah.
I don't know why that was a long pass to nowhere.
Yeah, that was a turnover.
Madden McAfee feeling a little bit here. He's going to go to the hoop with the left, finish again.
Nice job.
Gives him 12 all in the second half.
Now they're going to
Actually 13, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Larkin's going to put Hobson back in there and he's hoping that he caught a little fire on the bench. Trying to come out. I'm sure he's telling him to throw up a few threes, try to get us back into this game. They're down 17.
Still no Poole, though. Oh, yeah, he's in. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's back in.
Silverberg off glass. Wow, that was a running one-hander.
That was a running one-hander. He was lucky to get off of that.
Whoa, whoa. Good thing they called his defensive foul because the offense would have followed. So that's going to be called on number 3, Jaden Hampton, and send Madden McAfee to the line again.
Well, he's getting his practice at this foul shooting this second half.
5 for 7.
That's what I have him as too, 5 for 7. He's got 14 points all in the second half. Just trying to carry this Johnson and Wales team all by himself. The 5'11" sophomore guard, Harrisonburg, Virginia.
Cresswell and Hobson check in for Johnson and Wales.
If I'm not mistaken, wasn't Harrisonburg the home of Ralph Sampson?
You're right. Nice catch there by Knights Souls.
Silverberg.
Getting a screen way out on top. Dribbles away from the traffic with 3 minutes and 8 seconds on a running clock. Silverberg looking for another running one-hander. Gets it way out for the three now. Off glass, no good. Poole with the rebound. Doesn't have numbers. Good defense back for Wilkes-Barre. McAfee with the three, no good. Knight Souls will bring it out and control. They're going to call a foul now on Hobson.
Yep.
It'll be his fourth.
Yep, so now you've got 4 Wildcats with 4 fouls each.
Double bonus now.
You know, and Souls, we said, only came in as a 54% free throw shooter, but he's busted all 4 that he shot here tonight.
From deep range.
Yes. We did it. It's
yes,
our fault.
We did.
Yes. If Soup heard us, we would be hearing it.
Yes.
But he'll knock this one down. Stay with his average, 54%.
Oh, double eye Jazz.
Oh, yeah, no kidding.
Poole for three. Squared up nicely, but couldn't get it to go. He'll take it in again. Now finally get a roll, so Marley Poole.
Poole adding to his stats. He got 2 points on that trip and 3 offensive rebounds.
16 points. Down to 2 minutes and 10 seconds to go. Silverberg content to just dribble out of trouble, take it in himself, kick it out to the corner, to the hoop, and score it.
Wow.
And I believe that's going to be all for Marley Poole, too.
Yeah, that was
Fouled out with 2 minutes and 1 second to go. Score the hoop for number 4, Dominic Stevenson. And Marley Poole, the junior guard, 6'3" junior guard from Columbia, South Carolina. He'll take a seat here in the championship game. Good effort.
great effort. He had 16. Stevenson makes the traditional three-point play and the lead back up to 18. Under 2 to go.
Wow. No foul called on that after the three-point shot by McAfee. Went to the ground with contact and no foul called. 79-64. Minute 40 to go. Here's the aggressive defense we were looking for out of Johnson and Wales early in the second half, and that will result in a timeout being called by Coach Hammett for Penn State Wilkes-Barre with a minute 34 to go. 79-64. Cut it down to 15.
Cut it down to 15, but I think just
a little too little, too late.
Yep, I think so. Gonna have, I think Coach Larkin going to go to his bench again. I think you're going to see Chris Greer come in. Chris, the 6'1" junior guard from Saltsville, Virginia, coming in averaging 2 points a game. He's going to get some action here in this championship game. Yeah, and it was just one of those things. Johnson and Wales just couldn't get their offense rolling, Gary, and even when they did, they just couldn't make any shots. And I think the first half was pretty indicative. Jordan Williams, Knight Souls, and Biddle just dominating underneath. They could do pretty much whatever they wanted to do. And that ended up being the deficit that Johnson and Wales can't overcome.
20-point halftime lead. Just pretty much stayed there the entire second half till the last minute and a half, with James cut it down to 15, but it's going to be basically a 5-possession game with 1:34 to go.
Right. And I think Coach Larkin, I think he's signaling. I think he wants Greer to try to commit a couple fouls.
That's what he's in there for, no doubt.
Yeah, he's got 5 to give. Might as well use them.
And really, Souls was the guy you want to foul.
I would agree.
Not Silverberg. He's almost an 80% free throw shooter, but he'll be at the line. Zarian Wilkins with the foul. Double bonus, 2-shot opportunity for Silverberg. Working with 7 points here in the contest. Line drive.
Yeah, not a whole lot of arc on that shot, but finds the bottom of the net. Silverberg was in the 3-point contest representing Wilkes-Barre.
Too strong on the second. Hobson now, he's going to launch a long one. You can tell that was coming. Rebound pulled down and a foul quickly there by Greer.
He's in the book.
Send Stevenson to the line. So I think we're going to do a lot of walking back and forth here for the last minute 22.
Nah, I think we will, but I think it'll get to that point too where
Johnson and Wales will just realize it's inevitable.
Yeah, you hate to say that, but they had a fantastic season, though. There's no doubt.
So
they need to bust a couple threes on a couple trips. Make this game a little more interesting.
Stevenson, next one.
11 now for Stevenson. Blocked away that time by Jordan inside. Another foul called, this time on Greer again.
Yeah, I think it's on Greer again.
And that's going to send Stevenson back to the line.
And he just left there.
3 for 5. Deja vu and Groundhog Day. All in one.
That's it. Happy Ash Wednesday to everybody.
Yep. Stevenson will add to his total, averaging just 2.3 per game, now with 12.
Yeah, he's giving them great minutes off the bench. Pretty much the Wilkes-Barre bench total. They've played fantastic. You got to figure he's come off the bench and has 13. Souls comes off the bench. He's got 14. Just 2 deep teams. And Hobson he just can't get it to go here today. 2 made threes. That's going to be on Greer again.
He's going to use all 5 of those, I believe.
Oh, yeah. Why not?
59 seconds ago, Wilkes-Barre team starting to celebrate on the bench.
Yeah, they're pretty giddy about things right now, under a minute to go.
19-point lead.
Yeah. Couple seniors on this squad. You've got Jerron Dawson-Johnson, William Pierce, Amir Biddle, David Rogers, Mata Brua, Jordan Williams. Got a ton of seniors on this team, so they're quite happy with the way things are going. They're going to end their careers with the championship they desired.
And Williams, 4 for 4 in the second half, 6 for 8 overall from the line. Greer, let him shoot it.
I would. Yeah, they're going to call off the dogs now.
Nope. Said that too early.
Yeah, I did.
McAfee gets the foul now.
Yeah. Well, you're down 21, 46 seconds to go. I've got a feeling we'll probably be pretty quiet, and I got a feeling, too, that Coach Hammond will go to the bench here.
Yeah, he's going to send in
Biddle and Rogers. He's going to take Jordan Williams out. Williams going to finish with 20 here tonight. Fantastic game by Jordan Williams.
Silverberg will come out also.
Silverberg, the junior, exiting with 8 points.
Khalil White, 1 for 2 at the line. Three on the way, no good by McAfee.
Cresswell.
Opportunity there for Cresswell. Out of bounds.
Congratulations to both teams. Fantastic season by both. Tough to see Johnson and Wales. It's always tough to lose a championship game, but they played fantastically.
24 seconds. They'll have to do something here because the shot clock is down to 13. They're going to have to have a turnover. That's going to be a double dribble, isn't it?
I thought it was, but doesn't make any difference now. Shot clock violation.
4 seconds to go, three and a half seconds. Johnson Wales will have the opportunity to take it out of bounds. With 3 seconds to go, 86-64, dominating performance by Penn State Wilkes-Barre. The Lions under Coach LaShawn Hammond as time runs out. That's our final, 86-64 as Penn State Wilkes-Barre, the Division II national champions for the USCAA. Congratulations to both squads for an outstanding season, as Wilkes-Barre will be receiving the national championship trophy. No shame in the runner-up for Johnson and Wales, 5th seed coming into the tournament. Outstanding showing by the Johnson and Wales Wildcats. As we finish up these statistics here, they set up for the award ceremony down on the court. I'll get you your final statistics here before we wind things up. As the Penn State Wilkes-Barre Lions join hands at midcourt. Obvious jubilation.
Yeah, they're extremely happy, and you can't blame them, Gary.
Absolutely not.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome USC Executive Director Matt Sims and Associate Director Michael Goodman for the presentation of the 2019 Men's Division II Basketball National Championship Award.
Division II national champion, Penn State Wilkes-Barre Lions. Sure they would have liked to have that PSUAC title also, but
first, the senior guard from Penn State York, Anthony Bennett
with
Jr.
that, they're extremely happy for the national championship. Looking for some kind of a ceremony here at half court as they surround themselves.
A sophomore forward.
They're also announcing tournament players.
Right, number 20, Levon Knight Souls.
Levon Knight Souls. Going to receive his all-tournament award.
A sophomore guard from Johnson and Wales, Kawan Madden McAfee.
Kawan Madden McAfee also getting an award for Johnson and Wales, all-tournament team.
And your final numbers here for Penn State Wilkes-Barre. Leading scorer for Wilkes-Barre was Jordan Williams. He had 20. Amir Biddle with 17. Dominique Stevenson with 13. Levon Knight Souls had 14. Khalil White, Jaden Hampton with 3 each off the bench. Jerron Dawson Johnson had 6 on 2 made threes. David Rogers with 2. And Kevin Silverberg with 8. They scored 47 in the first, 39 in the second for their total of 86. They had 5 made threes, and they were 25 for 40 from the foul line, Gary. 40 foul shots, that's a ton.
Yeah, a lot at the end of the game, but you're right, that is a ton of foul shots, and they hit the majority of them.
Yes, they did. For the Johnson & Wales Wildcats, who end up 21-11 overall, they were led by Kawan Madden McAfee, who had 18, and they were all in the second half. Marley Poole had 16.
As Jordan Williams receives the MVP award for Penn State Wilkes-Barre.
Yeah, and it was justified, there's no doubt. So as mentioned, Marley Poole 16. Kawan Madden McAfee 18. Hobson had 8 on 2 made threes. Antonio Smith off the bench with 7 all in the second half. Loris Lawson with 2 off the bench. Christian Criswell 4. P.J. Gill 2. Malik Bullock with 6, and Zerion Wilkins with 1. 27 in the first, 37 in the second. For their total of 64, they were 11 for 19 from the line, and they had 5 made threes. They were 5 for 27 from the three-point line, Gary.
And that's a killer. Just
tough shooting. Outshot by Wilkes-Barre. Wilkes-Barre was 28 for 59 from the field, a 47% clip. Wow, Johnson & Wales, they were only 24 for 70, 34% for the game, and it just doomed them. Wilkes-Barre also out-rebounded Johnson & Wales, 49 to 41. They had 34 defensive rebounds to 15 offensive rebounds. Rebounds for Johnson & Wales, 18 offense, 23 defense for their total of 41. So pretty dominating performance here by Wilkes-Barre here tonight.
And they had a good game plan coming in. They pounded it down low early to their oversized underneath players and really kind of set the tone and created that early lead that they never relinquished, and that contributed to their strong shooting in the first half of 54%. Second half not quite as good at 47%, but still very good. And then if you look up at the top on the Johnson & Wales statistics, and 30% in the first half, 34% in the second half, you have to give a great deal of credit to the defense for Penn State Wilkes-Barre. They were aggressive, did not allow open threes, and even the threes that were kind of somewhat open, they were still contested, which resulted in the low percentage from the three-point range for Johnson & Wales.
I would agree, and they just couldn't find an offensive rhythm, and they tried pretty much every combination that they could off of the bench, but they just couldn't get it going. And really just kudos to Wilkes-Barre. They played a fantastic game, and they were just dominant from beginning to end.
And as the student athletes from Penn State Wilkes-Barre receive their national championship awards underneath the hoop and in the backdrop of the USCAA banner. Jubilation, well-deserved for the Penn State Wilkes-Barre Lions.
Yeah, they had a fantastic season. They end up with a season total 25-5 overall. As we mentioned, they were 18-1 in conference play. Great season, nothing to sneeze at, that's for sure.
As we said, a great record in any conference, any level of basketball. We talked about this before, Tony, but you come to these tournaments in this division, the USCAA, and you see these athletes that are outstanding athletes, just that maybe a little bit shorter, maybe a little bit slower than Division I, but there's a lot of these guys that probably could make their way onto Division II, Division III, or even Division I basketball squads, and there's no question there's a lot of talent.
Oh, no doubt. Like I said, we've seen some fantastic basketball, and we're going to see some more here throughout the rest of this week when the Division I playoffs start tomorrow.
And we invite you all to come back to the USCAA Basketball Network We're going to wrap things up here from the National Championship Division II ball game with Penn State Wilkes-Barre winning 86-64 over the Johnson & Wales men's team. It's been Gary Frankhauser on the play-by-play, Tony Anul alongside. We thank you for listening and invite you back for more basketball on the USCAA Basketball Network. Good night, everyone.